Having a masonry heater psychologically does a great thing. If you like winter, it's fantastic. If you don't like winter, it might even be more fantastic because it gives you something that you actually look forward to as it starts to get cold. And you just long to be kind of tucked in at home with your heater, nice and warm, let the weather do what it does, and it's enjoyable. It's the highlight of the home. It's pleasing to look at. It causes a place for things to happen. You've got mantles, you've got benches, people can sit there, you can set your glass of wine down, you can pull some food out. It's such a useful, beautiful thing. It's unlike anything else that's in your house. My name is Patrick Sieben and I own Temp-Cast Masonry Heaters. I am a heater mason by trade. In 2010, I started getting involved with the Masonry Heater Association of North America. Masonry heaters were really fascinating to me because you just have this perfect heating system where you can have a fire that you can enjoy for 2 to 3 hours, you go to bed, and the fireplace is heating your house all night long, and it's about the same temperature in the morning when you wake up as when you went to bed. And they can burn so very clean, like a net zero carbon footprint is possible with burning wood. They've been around for several hundred years in Europe, and there's just a lot of different traditions of them. And there's different ways that they've been made. Mark Twain went over to Germany and experienced a masonry heater, and he had a lot to say. Basically, they threw a few sticks in, and it kept the house evenly temperatured the whole day, because it's a radiant heat source. And, he's like, unlike the American fireplace, which is either too hot or too cold, it takes more attention than a baby. And after when you get your wood bill, you feel like you've been feeding a volcano. The core kit is the first step. That's the inner life that's got all of the flue channels where the flue gases go through, and that's what takes the brunt of the heat. And the core is keyed, it's numbered, it's very simple. There's only 37 pieces and it just goes right up. Once the core is built, then it gets wrapped with cardboard. But by the time you get the second veneer, the brick or the stone, whatever it is, on, it becomes a closed system. It's an anaerobic environment, and so the cardboard can't combust, and it just basically turns to biochar or ash, and it just descends down to the bottom of the heater and leaves behind that 1/4-inch gap between the heater core and the exterior veneer, so that the heater core can expand and contract at a much greater rate than the exterior veneer does. The bake oven door goes on with the core. The firebox door goes onto the veneer. And then once the core kit is up, it's the exterior masonry, whatever you want that to be, brick or stone or tile. We make the masonry heater core kits. We're trying to bring masonry heaters more mainstream. And so in order to do that, it's important that we have a product that is very understandable and that there's nothing outside of the normal wheelhouse of a contractor's work. Everything is within the normal day-to-day operations. They know how to stucco, tile, thin stone, thin brick, that kind of thing. That's really all it is, other than counting and stacking and using a caulking gun to apply some fire-resistant mortar. So that, and then just the almost infinite flexibility of build design. Every one can be almost completely unique, even with one basic design package. Masonry heaters, it's always safe to touch, so they're never so dangerously hot like a wood-burning stove is either. You can sit on them and cozy up next to them. This becomes the absolute center of the home. And then on top of it, if you cook with it, you realize, I don't even have to turn on my stove. You can cook 24 hours a day with it. You have one fire a day, 24 hours later, the bake oven is still 160 to 180 degrees. So, you can slow cook for at least 12 hours in it. If you've had 2 fires a day, you're probably almost always at baking temperature or higher. We have fires in my home, obviously. All of my kids come. Everybody's there. It gathers everybody because everybody in the wintertime wants to be sitting around this warm thing. And to me, it doesn't even matter what we're doing there. We don't have to talk. Everybody does their own thing. Sometimes we talk, sometimes I read books, sometimes we do nothing, but the point of it is just everybody comes. I like the simplicity. To me, it's just simple. Build a fire, have heat, cook.